Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Hansen coming to you with some updates, some clarifications, and some reminders. So the last video that I sent to you was created on Friday, October 2nd. And during that video, I shared with you the information from the governor's executive order. Well, since I shared that video with you, there have been a number of things that have changed, and so I wanted to provide you with some updates about that. So, first of all, the governor did issue the executive order on Friday, October 2nd. However, on the same day, the Michigan Supreme Court ruled that the governor's executive orders would not stand. And so the schools were left in limbo because there has been a great deal of disagreement amongst lawmakers and legal experts and the governor's office about when that Supreme Court decision takes effect and what that does to the current executive orders. So the school has just been waiting to see what happens and what shakes down, and then waiting for how that's going to impact what happens at school. Well, on Monday, October 5th, so earlier in the week, the director of the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services issued an order, so separate from the governor's executive order, issued an order indicating that students at school would have to wear masks all day because of their order. So some of you have said, well, do you have to follow that? And the answer is yes. Because of who is in charge of whom, we are impacted by that order from the Department of Health and Human Services, and so students are going to need to be wearing masks all day. Well, in the previous video, when I shared the information about the governor's executive order, many of you reached out in a variety of ways to ask for some clarification about what that mask order would look like for students, especially those students at Cameron. So I want to provide you with some reassurance about how that will be handled here. So first of all, students will be expected to wear masks all day. However, they are not going to be expected to wear masks at recess. They are, typically socially distanced at recess. They're outside, and so that provides them with an opportunity for a mask break. Students eat breakfast in the classroom, so they will have a mask break then. They have a snack in the classroom, so they'll have a mask break then. They do not need to wear the masks when they're in the cafeteria. And then teachers also are going to build in some mask breaks into their daily schedule. I can't speak to what that time will be because every teacher's schedule is a little bit different. And so they'll build that in for your students so that students are not wearing masks from, arrival time all the way until they get off the bus. There will be some opportunity for them to have a mask break throughout the day, several opportunities for them to have mask breaks throughout the day. And I do also want to explain that the approach that we'll be using at Cameron will not be a punitive way of talking with students about when they forget or won't or don't wear their masks. Instead, we'll use some teaching, some reteaching, and then just some clarifying of expectations. The students have done a fantastic job of doing their best to remember to wear masks anytime that they're outside of the classroom or when they're inside the classroom, but they're not able to be socially distanced. So during some playtime opportunities when students are close together, they have been wearing masks and they have handled it beautifully. Does that mean that they always remember? Certainly not. The students at Cameron are very young, and so they do need some frequent reminders about when they need to have their masks on. So again, yes, masks are going to be expected to be worn in the classrooms. We will provide them with mask breaks throughout the day, and punitive measures are not going to be used for students that forget to have their mask on. Instead, we'll use a teaching and reteaching approach just to help our students understand why they are needing to wear those masks. It will be a change and it will be an adjustment for them, but if the students have shown us anything this year, it's that they are very capable and very adaptable, and they have handled all of these new expectations beautifully. They are just doing a remarkable job, and I cannot thank you enough as the building principal and on behalf of the teachers for all of the ways that you are supporting us, and the kids are just handling it so well. So thank you for all of the things that you have been doing to support what we are doing here at school. So some other information to share with you. Tomorrow is Friday, October 9th, and it is a teacher learning day. It's a professional development day. And so students are not going to be in session, meaning that it's a day off for students. Teachers will be hard at work, learning a little bit more about technology and how to deliver instruction virtually should it come to a school closure, or should they have students who transfer to an online learning platform. And also something that's coming up about a month away, we will have parent-teacher conferences on Thursday, November 5th from 2 until 7 o'clock. So typically we would send out a schedule saying this is your time, we can't wait to see you. And that's still the case. We can't wait to see you, but virtually. All of the parent-teacher conferences will be scheduled with the classroom teacher, and they will be done virtually. So through a Google Meet or some other type of platform, maybe a phone conversation, but we will not be able to have all of the parents or guardians in the building at that time. And so just to let you know, to mark your calendars for Thursday, November 5th, but that those parent-teacher conferences will take place virtually. If you have any questions about any of the information that I've shared, or if you are just needing clarification, I would be happy to chat with you or email with you just to give you some peace of mind about how things are going at school, and just to help you understand a little bit about where the school is coming from with some of the pieces that we have in place. The number at Cameron is 906-428-2314, and my email address is khansen, Hansen, at gladstone.k12.mi.us. Stay tuned. I'm sure that there are many more updates to be provided. Please remember that the school is really at the mercy, or there are lots of people that get to tell us what we do, and so these decisions are widely being made outside of the district, but are being told that we have to follow. So again, we just want to make sure that we're providing you with that information in a timely fashion so that you are aware of the expectations and have the opportunity to discuss questions or concerns or comments that you might have. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great weekend. We look forward to having students in the building, back in the building on Monday, October 12th, and that will be the day that they are expected to have masks on in the classroom. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.